My name is Patrick. Recently I retired after 26 years as a police officer and sold everything I owned. Now it's time for something different. A journey of healing and inspiration. I'm setting out to ride my motorcycle around the world, searching for beauty, connection, and the freedom of the open road. This is my life now. This is Adventures Without Borders.
Well, good early morning. I made it to Mazatlan. Just got off the ferry and just finished some breakfast. I found the Starbucks that I came to a few years ago, and there's a bunch of pictures of me from then in front of like kneeling by my bike, and it's right in front of that Starbucks. So a little memory for me. Beautiful morning here. It's about 28 degrees already. So the ferry docked right about at 6:45, 7 a.m. Had a fairly decent night's sleep, and it wasn't super chaotic getting off. It was getting off the ferry. It was pretty good. Yeah. So what do I got today? 245 kilometers to Durango. Take about four and a half hours of riding. Maybe stop for lunch along the way. So it's nice to get an early start because if you've been following along, you know that I'm not super motivated in the morning to get going. So this was sort of forced upon me. So yeah, geez, I love Mazatlan. As I was riding down the Malecon here to find my breakfast spot, like people are rollerblading, running, cycling, doing like exercise classes right on the edge of the water. It's really cool. I like seeing that. It's a sign of a healthy city. All right, so I'm gonna hit the road and check in with you later. Just went through a tunnel that was the Tropic of Cancer, which is the imaginary line on the Earth. I forget what it is. It's at like 21 degrees, I believe. So this should be my 8th time crossing it on the motorbike. But it wasn't really a good place to stop for that commemorative picture. So this tunnel I'm in right now is 2.7 kilometers. I'm on the highway to Durango from Mazatlan. And if I'm on the toll road, which I thought would just be straight when I looked at the map, well, I think the non-toll road is even curvier than this one, but this thing is amazing, the engineering. There's over 50 kilometers of tunnels that I'm going through right now. Not continuous, obviously, but tunnel after tunnel after tunnel and bridges. It actually reminds me of the Mediterranean coast as we go from France to Italy. There was a similar thing. I'm coming to the end of this one. It's imposing, let me tell you. 2.7 kilometers under a mountain. It's in really good shape though. Here we are, daylight. Anyway, this is a super cool road. I don't know what elevation I'm at, but I've gotten closer to the clouds as I've gone. Oh, the weather's nice on this Alright. To have a little bit more of a watch here while I get focused on the road again. Alright, so just filled up, and again, because this KLR doesn't have a gas or fuel gauge, I'm always a little paranoid, but she put 13 liters in, which means there's still 10 in there, which would have been good for probably another 200k or so. I had to get off the toll road. I asked the guy at one of the toll booths, and he said the only fuel that's fairly close was on the non-toll road, so I have no idea where I am. I mean, I know where I am in terms of where I need to go, but I don't know the name of the town. And it's suddenly very real Mexico, which is awesome. So I'm thinking my GPS is going to get me back onto the main road, or onto the toll road. Nothing really beats the feeling of having a full tank of gas, though. Especially when you're traveling in a bit more remote areas. Yeah, just random animals on the side of the road. There's a donkey on the highway earlier. On the shoulder. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the quota. So I bought a transponder, which I still have to download an app for and stuff, but I'm hoping I can get it to work to pay for all these toll booths. Because it's kind of a pain to have to, you know, when you're on a bike and your money's stashed away and so if I can get that working, because I will encounter a lot of tolls here in Mexico. And sometimes I will choose to ride the free roads, but in some regions the tolls are just the safer option and the better roads and such. So yeah, it'll be nice to, if I can get that thing working, it'd be really nice. So I just stopped briefly here for something to drink, and I'm hearing thunder and lightning getting closer and closer, so I guess I'm not hearing the lightning, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna get a move on. Not quite ready to put on my overcoat, but I did switch from my sunglasses to my just regular prescription glasses.
All right. I am in Durango, the city of Durango in the state of Durango. Looks like I'm just shy of a kilometer away from my hotel, and it is, what do we got here? It's 2:30 p.m. So I don't know if I can check in yet. I'll go see. I wouldn't mind doing that and then going to find something to eat, but if I have to do the opposite, that's fine too. It was a pretty good riding day, actually. That road, I still can't get over all those tunnels and the bridges and the views. Let's see if I can look up what altitude or what elevation that might have been. Gotta watch out for these speed bumps. They seem to be unmarked here quite a bit. I hit one at speed earlier, and honestly I don't like doing that. When you stand up in time, it's not so bad, but at least it doesn't feel as bad. Yeah, they just blend in and no signage. Somehow I expected maybe there is like a more bigger modern part to Durango with big buildings and stuff. That's what I expected, but this is cute. This is probably more the historical center. Oh yeah, I just saw some signage for the cathedral and so forth, so yeah, totally historical center. Is it Zaragoza? Yes. Just around the corner, allegedly. That's it right there. Curious if there's parking. Maybe. All right, I'll go around the block, I'll check in, and I'll figure it out. So yeah, so this is Mexican hospitality at its finest. You get indoor parking for the bike in the lobby, and they supply a guard dog. And the guard dog's name is Patrick. Durango really is a nice colonial era city. Most of the buildings reflect, if you're into architecture, they reflect the Baroque style of architecture. And even like the McDonald's is in an older building from that era. So it's pretty cool how they continue to use all the buildings just as normal everyday businesses. I'm standing here in Plaza de Arma in beautiful Durango, Mexico. It's a Sunday night, it's 5:20, and the place is just packed with people. It's actually a really nice atmosphere. So a few fun facts about Durango. It's got a population of about 650,000 people. It's at an elevation of 1,800 meters, so just over a mile in elevation. Founded in 1563. Now behind me in the distance is the main cathedral in the city, which is known as the Basilica Cathedral, built in 1695, or at least that's when construction started on it. So Durango has a main pedestrian walkway which extends just over a kilometer. I think I just finished walking the whole thing, and like I said, tonight just full of people. So I'm gonna keep walking around a little bit, maybe get some of the street food, and then tomorrow I continue on. Morning. I am somehow trying to get out of Durango, which is not as simple as it sounds, but here we go. Yeah, I enjoyed my night in Durango. It was the downtown area, the historic center, super nice. It was a good atmosphere, lots of families out, lots of people. Everybody in a good mood. I really enjoyed it. Big speed bump. So heading to Zacatecas today. 295K on the GPS. So update. I had bought a transponder to try to set it up to pay for my tolls along the way. No success. For some reason, the serial number on the transponder, when I enter it on the website, comes back as invalid, and it's not even me entering it. It actually scans the barcode. So, not sure what that's about. I've got some friends in Zacatecas. Maybe I'll pick their brain on it. Maybe there's a number you can call. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'll just keep paying cash and delaying everybody behind me. It rained overnight, and it seems like it rained quite a bit because these roads are actually still wet. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast.
along the way, so I don't know if I'll hit that or not, but which way do I go here? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to focus on this driving thing I'm doing here, and I'll check in with you guys later. Pretty windy, so I'm not 100% sure that the sound is going to be good on this. If it's not, I apologize. And I am going just over 100. So I'm about halfway to Zacatecas. I was afraid there'd be rain, so I threw on my overcoat. But and the sky was very menacing, but I ended up riding just on the edge of it. And then the landscape kind of changed to this farmland and these cool little trees and cows. Did somehow find myself on the non-toll road, the Libramiente, all day, which is odd for the GPS to have taken me in that direction. Although I see there is a toll ahead, because my GPS does warn me about those. So I'm in Rio, Florida, apparently. They like their speed bumps. Oh, it's like 4 or 5 in a row. And a tuk-tuk. Just realized I caught myself humming there. Apologies for that. I was listening to a couple of podcasts on the first half of the ride today. Now I just have my earplugs in, and sometimes I tend to sing, and I do my best not to expose you to that. Look at the size of this speed bump. Oh yeah. Most things in Rio, Florida are agricultural related, just based on the lands around here. Lots of cattle. Actually, it's too bad I didn't have my camera running, but there were 4 or 5 men that were leading a bunch of cattle through the ditch along the highway. It's kind of cool. I've lost count of these speed bumps. I mean, that is amazing. The amount of stuff you can pack into the back of a truck is truly amazing. There's some ingenuity at work there.
Dejarle a mi hermana lo de la tabla.